How you doing, brother?
I'm great. How are you doing?
Man, I'm busy as fuck. I mean, there's a lot going on,
Of course.
and yeah, all between trying to keep the Call of Duty stuff organized and other career things, and it keeps me busy, man. It does.
Of course, your name's been in the news a lot because they didn't. I mean, what the fuck were they thinking, not bringing you back?
Nobody knows. I have no idea. I am fucking clueless. Um, it's not about money because we never talked about money, and quite frankly,
Hmm.
I took a pay cut for Black Ops 4, so it's not even that. It's like, I made, a big concession to Black Ops 4 for that. So I don't know.
Yeah.
I have no idea. I truly, and again, I'm not angry. I'm not resentful. I'm really curious because
Yeah.
for me, I always look at things as what can I learn from this experience? Like, well, okay,
Right.
this is like out of the blue. It's unexpected. I have no idea why it happened. So I have curiosity. Wait a minute. I need to learn something here. There's something here I don't know, and I have a saying that I used to use for my as a coffee coach about how to learn to do something. It is you don't know what you don't know
Yeah.
until you don't know it, right? Because when the circumstance, like, when you truly have a question, then when you realize I don't know this, then you're wide open because you're no longer certain of what it is. You're open to
Right.
uncertainty, which means you can learn something you never thought. If I thought I knew it, then I would look for confirmation bias for what I knew. But
Yeah.
if I think, oh, I don't know what happened here, let me see what the universe is doing. Let me see what's really going on here. And quite frankly, I
Hmm.
don't know. And some weird shit's going on behind the scenes, by the way, that I'm not able to talk to you about. But some weird shit's going on. And it's like, oh, that's fucking weird. That makes me even more curious about, okay, what
Yeah. Of
really?
course.
Yeah, so, like I said, man, it is a mystery.
So like before, like all the before you got the role of Call of Duty, well, pretty much when you landed the role of Woods, how did you feel that you were going to be part of a very big gaming franchise? Like, what were your first initial thoughts?
Oh, I almost didn't take the job. I mean, this is pretty common knowledge if you're following my media. I
Yeah.
almost didn't take the job. It was going to start off as like a stunt job to do some testing for the technology. They wanted me, and then they gave me a script for this guy named Frank Barnes. And really, they
Right.
were just doing testing and shit for performance capture because it was new in 2009. I started working on
Yeah.
this September 7th, 2009, and so and it was 3 months of really just learning a language of how to do this thing, the performance capture, because they hadn't done voice, face, and body all at once before. It's a whole new thing. So they
Right.
were learning. I was reticent because I didn't know anything about the video game world. I didn't. Again, to me, it was just acting. I mean, it was stunt work, and I will do stunts, but I'm not a stunt man. It's
Right.
just it's hard on your body to roll and bump into shit all day, and it's not like you do it once or twice. You do it hundreds of times, and quite frankly, as a professional hockey player for a little bit, my body's banged up. The last thing I
Yeah.
wanted to do was crash to a pad for 8 hours a day. So I wasn't interested in doing it. And then when the job offer came in, I floated by my manager Darwin at the time, and he said, "Well, what is it?" I go, "It's a video game. It's Duty something. Duty does Duty calls something. Call Duty." He goes, "Call of Duty." I go, "You're right,
Right.
Call of Duty." He goes, "Take the job. Don't be an idiot. It's a big
Yeah.
city."
He
I
had
don't
to.
even know what that means. And I still didn't know. Even when we finished the game, I really was more excited because I just done an episode of Cold Case. I had a movie coming up. I had a bunch of commercials. I booked a big Viagra campaign. So that was really my focus after it came out. Then we won the VGA,
Yeah.
and between the VG between the back then they went big. I mean, for the release party, for the announcement party, they rented out a goddamn airplane hangar, and
That's dope.
then it was you. I mean, it's a youth. Like, it takes there, and like, what is this? Rock band? I mean, I had no idea. I showed up, casual. I figured it'd be some cocktails and like a small.
Yeah,
It was
a
fucking
bit
huge.
fancy.
It was. I go. It's bigger than any film premiere I've ever seen in my entire life. And then, on launch day, I kind of showed up at the GameStop on La Brea, and there's 3,000 people in line, and there's cameras and helicopters. I go,
That's
holy
dope.
shit! What did I just get into? And then went to the VGAs, and it was at the Staples Center, and it was like packed. The Staples Centers.
Mad.
Okay, I am not. I did not know what this was, and thank God, because it might have intimidated me a little bit, because I was pretty brazen about what I would say and what I wouldn't say. I fought all that. I ain't fucking saying that. This is, no one's gonna say that. Or I'd say, look, if this fucking line is condescending and it's insulting, I'm not gonna. I don't want. I was a hockey coach for 20 years. I know how to talk to in the affirmative to help a player, maximize their potential. And I felt this the same way. Like, I felt Woods was more like a coach than he was anything else. He's your best friend, so he wouldn't call you certain names. Like when Woods wants to motivate, you can fucking do this, man. I know I got you. You can do this. Don't fuck around. You got this. It's like it's intense, but it's like it's underneath you, not on top of you. Come on, hey, you fucking idiot, you failed again. No, hey, come on. You shoot me in the ass, I'll call you out. But that's funny, Check your fire, you fucking idiot.
I remember seeing a stream and you said, "Oh, what does my own character say if I shoot him in the arse?" And I saw that. That was brilliant.
Yeah, we stood. It's funny. It's all the time. I see that he says different things. There's so many lines that don't get played because they're buried deeply into. If you move too fast through, you won't get certain lines. Like and even like in Black Ops 4 during the specialist training HQ, I wrote all that, and I wrote it knowing the lines that the fans love. So I wrote all this crazy, batshit crazy stuff, and it's 5 levels deep. So you have to fuck up 5 times to get all my reactions, and they get increasingly more, more creative, I should say. And, and some of them, a lot of the clues, a lot of the keys to deciphering what happens in the blackout cutscenes, they're buried within. A lot of the clues to the whole overall Black Ops narrative are buried inside the HQ training videos. Because Dave and I sat through this. How do we add value to the game? And so and we're trying to connect the universe of the training into the actual universe of Call of Duty. Woods is now an instructor, but he's also connected to Blackout. So a lot of the keys, a lot of the information buried in things I say during H2 specialist training, and that's the first time I've ever said that out loud. Like, that's something that I've alluded to. I've never really said that out loud. I hope I didn't violate any fucking NDA by saying that. But anyways, that's that's when I wrote it. That's how I want to tie a lot of loose ends up. And we did it through the Specialist HQ. Because that's the only portal we had available to us. Because we came in late to the party on Black Ops 4. So we didn't have a lot to do with the construction of the front. So
I've got another question from a friend, actually. So I've seen you playing, of course, the Black Ops games again, on your live streams and stuff. But are you big on gaming yourself? Like, is there any sort of game you really like playing, or is it just?
No, I stopped at Pac-Man.
We're going back now.
Yeah, I don't. At a certain point, you get too busy to get. When you're younger and you have time to sit there and get good on the controller, man, I don't know. I see a controller. I don't know half the fucking buttons do. I can barely make myself run forward. You've seen me play. It's not pretty. It's not pretty.
It's fun though, because like you just got because you played Woods, you're just hearing him play it as Mason or whatnot, and you're just like, how the fuck do I do this? It's just fun.
Yeah. Oh yeah, but it's I come by honest illusion. I come by it honestly, man. You know, I come by it as as an extension of my ignorance, which is beautiful. You know, I love
Yeah.
not knowing shit, but I hate not being good at shit. You know what I mean? It really, it's
Right. Right.
embarrassing that I'm not good at it. How can fucking Woods not be good at Call of Duty? It's incredible. So I avoid playing at all costs because I don't want to dispel the delusion of who I am. I'm
Right.
so vain. My vanity's off the charts.
So how did you find out that you were not going to be in the new Black Ops? Was it you just watched the trailer and you just heard, wait, that ain't me? Like, I'm in the
No,
game, but that's not even me.
it's by on the Twitter channel. Somebody tweeted out, "Is that you? Is that what?" He goes, "The new Black,
Right.
yeah, the new guy Black Ops." I go, "No." And you know, I started off with the podcast with my live stream back in March, and look at here's 3 facts. You know, I had this big, you know, clickbait thing. You know, I'm about to reveal 3 secrets of Black. You know, three facts. Fact number 1: I have not been in contact with Treyarch since December of 2019, except for the PR department telling me not to do shit and what I can and can't say during contentious press meetings. And number 2 is I have not recorded nor have I been contracted to record any content for any upcoming game. And number 3, I don't know what the fuck is going on, so stop asking me. So basically, I did that, and that's the true statement. So when I kept getting a lot of tweets and a lot of, you know, people say, "Is that you?" And I go, "What are you talking about?" And then someone sent me the download list of the lines, and I was like, "Wow, that guy, that almost sounds like me." And then I heard him use the word dipshit improperly. Like I'm from the East Coast, and the word dipshit is based on a guy who I worked for in a road crew when I was in college, right? I worked on a road crew. And he used to call me a dipshit all the time. Like, and it flows so naturally from my vernacular. Like, I swear like a hockey player. You know, I'm really artistic in my swearing. You fucking idiot. You know,
It worked so well.
It's like poetry that comes out of me. Boy,
Yeah,
am I fucking
pretty much.
self-aggrandizing or what, right? And
Yeah.
but when I started hearing this guy swear and trying to take the Woods disposition, it doesn't fucking work. And there's a little bit of a southern accent somewhere. Like Woods never went to a fuck. I'm from fucking New England. I spent 20 years in New York City. I speak like I'm from the Northeast. There's a little bit of a drawl here, and I know that happens. I do that when I'm trying to trying to over exaggerate things. You go into a southern, you know, it's a protection as an actor. So I'm hearing these things, and I realize, oh my God, he's fucking imitating me. This is a Woods imitation. And I go, why would they do that? I'm right here. I mean, I would have been really excited if they had made Woods into an African American character, because I know they're kind of underrepresented. And I believe that would have been fucking groovy, right? Change the entire thing. You want to change it?
Like a reboot.
Change it, man. Or have the like with the James Bond. You have Sean Connery. Daniel Craig is not imitating Sean Connery. Daniel Craig is a great Bond. You know, even Roger Moore was a great Bond for what he was. He wasn't trying to be Sean Connery and what's his name?
They're their own style.
I mean, they're very, even all the Batmans, all the Jokers. You know, Jack Nicholson's Joker was great. Keith Ledger Joker was great. They didn't try to copy the performance. And what I see is I feel like, wow, that it seems like somebody's trying to copy the Woods that I did. The Woods performance that I created, which, you know, I have no contention with an actor making a living. I have voice doubled many movies. I have done that myself. It's a paycheck. I have no contention with that, and I actually feel bad that the actor wasn't allowed to bring something new. But I'm guessing. I don't even know. Did they ask him to do that? They say, okay, sound like this guy here. You know, I don't even know what the parameters around the casting was. I don't know if. I didn't see any acting notices. I didn't see any casting. I know the casting director really well. I'm not going to call her out or anything, but people know shit, you know. And we've had there's been recent conversations behind the scenes that I'm not going to elaborate on. But so it's gotten even stranger now that there's been a couple conversations behind the scenes that are just makes me even more curious as to what's going on. Okay. So again, not angry, not disappointed. Actually, a little bit flattered that they thought the Woods character was so well done that they wanted to imitate
They
it.
have to
So
imitate it,
imitation is
yeah.
the greatest form of flattery, right? So that's right. And I just really wish that, man, even now that I'm hearing, now that I'm seeing the scenes, I'm seeing like windows. Oh, okay. Had I done that, Woods is not going to sit there. It's like everything we do is illegal. He has too much confidence for that. He would look at me like, like, you fucking know that. Of course you know that. He would say, is this dismiss Ronnie Ray guns? No, you already fucking knew. Don't bullshit. No, he would call them out. He's got that
Yeah,
kind
he's
of
not
irreverence.
afraid. He's
And
literally
that's
like
why we
fucking
love him.
Rambo.
That's why we love Woods, because he's so fucking irreverent. You know?
Yeah.
Kiss my ass. He just has this irreverence. He doesn't fucking care. And that's why we love him.
Yeah,
He can say whatever the fuck he wants, and nothing happens to him. Because it's our
that's it.
fantasy. And you got to play that and just sit there and be, oh no, you know it was illegal. Fucking Woods wouldn't do that. In a
Exactly.
you fucking look at that. I have a gun. I'll fucking shoot you. Tell the fucking truth. It's like, this is what I'm saying. I just believe that I would have brought this other edgy, irreverent, kind of fun. There's a humor that Woods has and everything. It's humor.
Right.
Nah, baby. It's just so. He's
What annoys
dismissive.
me
What?
is just what annoys me is like, yeah, you've been with this character from the freaking start. You've written things for the character.
11 years.
You've embodied the role, and it's your fucking voice, so you're gonna know how it works best. So for them to just go, all right, you know what? Let's just get some other dude. Don't worry about James. We got this. It's like, it's fucking dumb, man. It doesn't make any sense.
I don't fucking know. I don't fucking know. It's amazing. And it's like, not only do I know the character inside and out, because I basically, we built it together. It wasn't on my own. I mean, there was Dave Anthony or Evan Rosas, the writers. I mean, it's a very collaborative thing. But when the camera is rolling, I had to bring him to life. And then they gave me all this freedom to just explore, yell shit out. Hey, there's bad shit. Where are my smokes? That was fucking totally and they gave me the freedom to do that, which is why I'm saying I'm glad I didn't know how big it was, or I might have been a little intimidated to really stick in my own opinion. But because I didn't know anything about it, I was, but it really becomes, a question, because not only do I know the character, but I know the community. I know you guys. I know what you like. I know what makes you smile.
Yeah.
I can make you fucking smile just by, even inventing shit in the moment. You just love that irreverence. And
It's the nostalgia.
I also know the story. I know, I know how to tie in every line they said. I see a missing opportunity of tying. Explaining something that happened in Black Ops 1. Or bringing something to the front. Oh, here's something to look at that could add into a story down the road. Because again, there are scenes that were made that were never published. Are they using those? I know. I mean, there's all this backstory about the other characters and the relationships, and also about the game itself. How to make the game more fluid. I mean, I have this. It's not just knowing how we would say it, but knowing why he says it. Knowing the effect it would have in the game. If I say it a certain way, it changes a line down there. If I say it a certain way, it changes the meaning of something happened in Black Ops. I know this is already at me. It's ready here. I could tie all that together, which would make the game so much more interesting. You know what I mean? There's so many levels that when you have this intimacy with the project, not just the project, but the character, but the community. And the way the game is made, even knowing how the game's made, I was at the beginning of all that. There's tricks I know. There's things I know how to make it really pop in the session. So, not to use that to me is a really curious business decision. And I would again, I don't know what it is, and I don't hold any ill feelings. I'm curious. What the fuck happened? Why that?
Oh, yeah.
Why is that? Why did that not? Why not even ask me? Reach out to me. Okay, hey, we have a problem. Sure. I'll talk to you about that. I mean, I'm vocal. I am a bit of a loose cannon. I talk a lot, you know.
Mm.
So I don't know if that was an issue, but I'm usually, you know, I'm a friend of the franchise. I really want it to do well. Even now, I want it to do well. I harbor no. I don't curse it. I hope it does well because they've been good to me. They've been really good to me. I don't harbor any negativity to it. I just wish I knew what was going on, and I also feel bad for guys like you, for the fans, because there's so much stuff you're not going to get now. I'm sure
Yeah, it's just a what if
you
now.
get some good stuff, but you're going to miss the whole package that it comes with. Like there's 1,000 actors that think they could do it better than me, and God bless them, maybe they could. And
Yeah.
so I have the same thing. Oh, I know what I would have brought to it. And I think it'd be very unique to bring everything I have to bear onto the character. But, I don't know what happened. I don't know why.
Do you know what's annoying is, with like Modern Warfare, like the new reboot, they didn't try and copy the original trilogy. They got new characters, got new cast. Billy Sloan does a great job as Captain Price, but he doesn't try and
I
copy
love
Billy.
his Captain Price. I know Billy Murray really, really well.
Yeah.
We met, and he's a great guy. He retired, but the guy came in. He took none of his stuff. He just is an entirely different character, and I found it compelling because this is interesting.
Yeah.
This is new.
It's a shame they didn't do that with Black Ops.
Again, it's a mystery.
And that's what's annoying, because like you said, it's like even bringing the original Black Ops voice actors back, not just Sam as Mason, like it's just not gonna feel authentic. Like the guy, how he works. That's authentic. That's more genuine. That's original. Now this is sort of impersonation. It's like, I mean, if I was a good Woods impersonator, I could have got the role. But that's what's annoying. It's like they're just sort of throwing away the potential of what they can do with your character, and sort of undermining it.
There's some differences though. Like with Ed Harris is an A-list actor. He's in demand. Sam Worthington is in heavy demand. So even getting them available, I think he's in Australia working in Avatar or somewhere in New Zealand. So even getting him to be available is hard.
Cool.
And he's expensive. I mean, no, these are stars. I'm not an A-list guy. I don't command a heavy payday. I do okay. I'm comfortable. I'm a successful working actor, but I'm not a star and I'm not rich. So it's not about. It's like having it's not a money issue. It can't be a money issue. So it's got to be something else.
Right.
Sam might have been a money issue. Gary Oldman, he's in demand. Won an Oscar. When you win an Oscar, your price goes up. And for them, taking a job at a certain price point, they got to consider the next job. They have the answering to a lot of business decisions. So they probably are more. That could be an issue. I don't know. But I don't. Again, I can't even guess anymore.
So for just in general, like, what does it mean to you to be Woods in comparison to your entire career? Because I feel like that's, of course, one of the biggest highlights of your career has been Frank Woods.
It has been. I find gratitude every day for it. It's a blessing. It's allowed me to meet guys like you. It's allowed me to fly to Afghanistan and meet troops. It's been humbling. I have learned lessons that I don't think it would take lifetimes to learn. I've learned them in days. I've been in the presence of greatness. I've been given opportunities. I wake up every day, and when I'm not feeling gratitude for my life, I fucking think about Black Ops, that journey I've been on. So, oh my God, I feel fortunate, but not in the way that I got lucky. But I feel fortunate that I was put in that I was prepared. Like for me, as a hockey coach, I say, look, luck is when preparation meets opportunity.
Right.
If you're prepared. When you're prepared, you're more relaxed. And when you see things happen, you're seeing opportunity as opposed to obstacle. if you're not transforming obstacles into opportunity, it means you haven't done the work. It means you're not prepared. Because there's always opportunity around us. It's just your level of education and preparation that allows you to act on it. So I was ready for this when it happened. I was over ready for it, in fact, and
Yeah.
that allowed me to prosper in it. And then it allowed Dave Anthony and Boys Over Treyarch to trust me and to give me a lot of rope. Seeing that, I mean, we bumped heads a lot, and I capitulated a lot, and I did things, even when they told me not to, and just fortunately for everybody, it worked out. Oh wow, we love this. Do more. In fact, we love it so much. Write your own shit. Now write a scene for Rich too. So it just became, as I took more chances and and they gave me more freedom. I took it and I was successful. Now, if the shit wasn't successful, we wouldn't be sitting here. So
Right.
that way, it's just I feel lucky that you guys. Well, no, not even, because it was very deliberate what I did with the character, because I knew from being the coach. So I can't say I am grateful that things played out the way they did, and I'm grateful that I was surrounded by the team that that allowed me to have all this freedom and all the great input from the writers. The writers were really flexible with me. So what, they come in, we work it out, and then even Activision was really graceful with me taking liberties and doing stuff, and so I have nothing but gratitude, man.
You don't have any sort of like hatred towards that. So will you actually play the new Call of Duty once it's out?
I might. I don't own an Xbox or P. I don't have. I'm not set up to play the game. I used to play when I was to visit people at Treyarch. I'd sit down and play on their machines.
Right.
If I go over a friend's house and I get a kid, I'll play. I had an Xbox, and I tried to really get into it back in 2014. It was misery. It was just. I almost went online once, but when I realized I didn't know what the yellow button was for,
Oh my god!
I can't go out there and play.
You're just like, this went from Pac-Man to this, and you just like sat there very confused.
I mean, it took me about 15 minutes to figure out how to make the character move forward.
Yeah.
I didn't know which button. I couldn't know how to shoot. I didn't know how to shoot.
Oh
I could make the gun work. And I started like shaking that controller and trying to make it I'm like this. I got it pushing it left and making left and right. No, it's like I didn't know.
I'm just imagining you doing that with this, like, oh my god.
It and going like, it's not working. Well, no, you got to turn it on first, And then I forgot before they had the wireless. I had a plug-in one, and I didn't plug it in. And I was yelling at the guy, it doesn't fucking work. I got it. Because you plug it in. What do you mean I plug it in? He goes, did you plug it in? I go,
oh my god.
Plug it in? He goes, yeah. Oh, it still doesn't work. So
imagine if the person on the phone was like, wait, is that Woods there?
It happens all the time, man. It happens all the time.
Oh my
Wait,
god.
are you Woods? I go, no, I'm not. It's just because it's embarrassing. It's embarrassing to suck at the game that you're basically one of the main characters in. Like, it's ignorant to everybody. So,
How did so what's the do you have like a memory from approaching a fan or someone that's approached you and during the premieres of the game, like did you have a specific experience where you just like this bewildered you and you were just like, wow, it's amazing how much impact I've had with this character?
I have so many that I could write a book about it. I have hundreds of, because I did a lot of Comic-Cons over the years, like dozens, and I go and I meet fans and sign shit. One meeting really stands out, and I've used this before, and it's poignant to me today. So, I was in Chicago at I gotta be careful because I can't give away some identity shit because it's a really. So, anyways, so I'm in Chicago, and I always get a parent standing behind, tapping their foot, looking at me and I always say, "Look, I apologize for the language. I know, I get it. I'm sorry, but it's we're trying out." I go, "That's," and they,
yeah.
I just see them like, my son spends. Kids are like, some kids get really like, oh, they get frozen in front of me, and I gotta walk. They gotta walk it out. Hey, so what's your favorite weapon? Do you have a clan? What's your favorite? So I've learned how to walk people out of themselves. So there's one woman, very put together, dark haired, probably, I don't know, late 50s. I couldn't tell, but she's definitely a middle-aged woman. Yeah. She's with her son, who's maybe 15 years old, and she has that look in her eye. She goes, "Can I talk to you?" I go, "Yes, you can." I'm preparing for the answer because it happens all the time. I'm okay, yes, ma'am. Please speak your mind. She goes, "Can I tell you a story about my son in this game?" I go, "Sure, you can." And I'm expecting
You're expecting like a rant, she's gonna be like, "How dare you?"
Sometimes it's good. Some they say, "Oh, it's great leverage. It makes him do his homework or take the garbage out." She goes, "This is emotional for me." Wow. So she starts talking. She goes, my mother survived Auschwitz."
Wow.
And she goes, she's very quiet. She doesn't really connect with anybody since her dad died. And, she's very, she lives in there. She's very, quiet and doesn't really connect with her son at all. And she feels, and she said, I always felt sad that my mother and my son never connected. They just don't have a relationship. And she goes, and she says, I am a professor of psychology at a certain university. And I said, "Oh, that's interesting." She goes, I go, and I'm looking at her. She goes, "Well, so when Black Ops came out, my son was playing the Nazi zombie part of the game, Nazis."
Yeah.
And I was terrified that it might trigger my mom, so I got really angry at my son for playing it after dinner, and about the German and So, cool. One day I, he, as kids will, he went in, he was defiant, started playing, and there's all this, this Richtofen and all this stuff swearing, and she says, I look at the table, and my mother's gone, and she says, "Oh my God, I feel so bad." And she went upstairs to look for her mom. She wasn't there. She came back down, and she found her grandma. This fucks me up. So she found her mother, sitting with her son, and she goes to her son. She says, "What are you doing?" She goes, "Grandma, I'm playing Call of Duty." She goes, "You get to kill the Nazis?" And she goes, "Yeah." And she goes, "Can I do it?" He goes, "Yeah, Grandma, sure." She goes, and from that day forward, every time after dinner, fuck, this kills me. This story kills me every fucking time. So he goes, from that day forward, my mother and my son played this game after dinner every fucking day for a year before she died. And, dude, look at me. So that was one of the stories that I really hold close to me.
That is very heartfelt for sure.
You weren't expecting that, were you? Yeah, so I said, I go, "Are you telling me that playing this fucking video game was therapy for your mother?" She goes, "I can't say that as a psychology professional, but I'm telling you that the healing that happened between her son,
It's okay.
Yeah, so anyways. Yeah, so that happened.
Wow, that's the story.
Yeah, so, and I told that story before, and I've never gotten through without fucking, losing my shit, but it affects me like that, to have this fucking crazy game had that effect on relationships. And I tell you, I can't tell you so many stories about soldiers and their parents and their families being connected from tremendous distances because they get to play this game. And I've
Yeah.
had, and I told this story earlier today. I said, you know, the fact that this character is so is can can deliver such affirmation to certain kids
Yeah.
that him being like me bringing this character to them and talking to them has provided enough affirmation that they decide not to take their lives. You know, it's like fuck.
Yeah.
So when I say I have a connection to the community, it's I'm not saying that lightly. It's like I've been sent letters from from military bases saying how just simply acknowledging this kid's fucking existence and just being nice
Right.
to him for a minute gave the kid was able to extract enough affirmation from that engagement to save his own life.
Mm.
You know.
That just shows how impactful like your character was and the game as well. And
Well,
that's
it's also the value it is to me that what the power of this media has when done from a place of what I call integrity. Like I make sure that everything Wood says is always in the affirmative. It's never about putting. I always want to be underneath the player or the person I'm talking to because I want to support that, even if it's gruff
cool.
and intense. Man your fucking gun. There's always the element that I know you can do it. You got this, man. You fucking got this. And that was built in consciously to every line I said. Because then, as a hockey coach for 20 years, I dealt with kids who were at risk. I lost kids in New York who were hockey, to gun violence, street violence. So I know I'm very, very, connected and aware of the impact of presence and about communication, how one word delivered properly can make all, could be life and death. So yeah, I think I'm now horrified of what I just did. I feel like, oh my god, I just fucking fell apart on this guy.
No. Don't be sorry for that. Like that's I'm really happy you shared that with us because that just proves like how important it is for you being Woods in a way because you like just shared an experience that is so like deep and meaningful to you, and you can also link that with just continuing your character because like the whole Black Ops thing, and I know it's more about like the Nazi zombies and all that and that experience, but it's the fact that it brought you together and like or brought the lady. It's just amazing to know that there's stories like that and you have impact like that on people, and like you said, the community.
Yeah, and it's also been very important. Like when I started writing for Black Ops 4, it just those experiences informed the way I wanted Woods to be seen and heard. It informed my decisions and everything. Like, oh, there's an impact here. There's a responsibility that I want to take on. I take it on readily. It's an honor to be given to have that kind of responsibility projected onto me. I don't take it; it's sort of projected onto me, and I accept it, and I see it as an opportunity to do something that I feel good about. It makes me feel good about knowing that Woods can be received in a healing fashion. And again, I don't want to. I feel like I'm being self-aggrandizing here, and I don't want to be that way. I just see like, oh, certain people can take this character and really use him to feel good about themselves. And I can't ask for anything more than that. That is the highest compliment you could ever have as an artist. To have somebody feel, oh, they can take something positive and feel better about themselves by something you said or did. So that's just no greater compliment as an artist to me.
It obviously means a lot to you to play this character, and I mean, I still feel surreal talking to you because when I first played Black Ops, like, I mean, thinking it came out in 2010 now, right? And now it's 2020. Like, I would never expect in the future I'll be speaking to the man that was voiced Woods, and you know, or any of the guys in general. Like, what I also what I also wanted to interview is just because, like, just to thank you for bringing so much life to a character and sort of making me who I am. Because those characters in Call of Duty, like Woods, for example, just really made me get through life. If like it could be that day I'm just not feeling great, or could be some tough stretch, and like I'm just playing Call of Duty, and then that one moment it's like, oh, I fucking love Woods. He's so badass, and Mason. I love these guys. Like I love Black Ops. Like those moments I'll never forget, and they're always going to be in forever in my memory because they're just the best memories to cherish, right? And you know, it's just I really hope people there's like a petition, and you know, try to really understand that they've made a mistake not bringing you back, because it does mean so much to me and for so many of us to have you back as Woods. Because again, I know it's not to hate on the voice actor now, but to not have you there, it does really take away so much of what you've, you know, the legacy you sort of left with the game.
Yeah,
As such
yeah.
an iconic character.
Do I, in my opinion, is it a missed opportunity? Yes. I can't say that as a fact, but it's my opinion. You know, I'm not gonna hold, you know, omnipotence about anything. But in my opinion, it's a missed opportunity. You know, and it's again, it's something I learned really young, and I love your story about that you had the ability to extract this support and this affirmation from this game. It's a testament to you too, for, you know, wanting to be positive, for wanting to find it. Many people can easily turn it on and be angry about things, but it's a testament to your worldview that, oh wow, you know, I'm finding positive things in this activity, and that says a lot about you as a character. And I find that very often. I find it so often that I'm shocked when I watch shit on TV about Division and about all these issues. Like I get to meet literally tens of thousands of people during the course of this adventure, and I see so little conflict and so much continuity and so much similarity. When I'm shocked when I watch this, like I don't see that where I travel. And is that a testament to the game? I don't know. And when I hear you speak, you know, so eloquently, by the way, about your experience. Well, no, seriously, you're a very articulate man. I love that. That, you know, it's like, yeah, that's important for me to know. That's important to realize that there's a huge fucking responsibility when you put content in the world, because people are going to believe it. I grew up learning about life from John Wayne movies. Holy shit, there's some problems in there. You know, man doesn't feel anything. I'm embarrassed. You know, like there's things you learn because you believe it. You're seeing it, and the brain thinks it's real. So whatever you see on TV, your brain thinks it's real. It may not be, but because I'm seeing it, seeing is believing. You know, and that's the power of the medium that we have right now, and I think the people who have the ability to make decisions are terribly irresponsible with it. Terribly irresponsible. And I think celebrities are the worst of them all, because there's this power that's been attributed to your popularity, not to the content of your character, the content of your education, or your ability to formulate, you know, thoughts with equilibrium and balance, and you know, with discerning ideas. Like, okay, you know, I have a bias here, or I have, you know, what am I seeing? That self-observation is not part. You know, that's what for me, I want to see. I really evaluate things by the integration of the individual. You know, are they physically healthy? Is their mind open? Is it free from certainty? You know, are they certain about things? Or are they open? Okay, maybe there's an opinion I can learn here. And are they emotionally connected? Are you connected to your emotions? Are you able to identify your emotions? Or are you just living either, you know, with lust and anger? which we have turned into. Either we're gonna be either gonna twerk your ass or you're gonna be fucking angry. But there's such a wide spectrum of emotional response in between. Like there's got to be held responsible for if you're gonna manipulate people's emotions. You got to fucking take responsibility for that because people are now the world is now looking to this little fucking screen for its cues. So there's got to be a lot more responsibility for that, and you feel like a responsible young man, which is why I took your offer to be on the show today. I'm rather discerning about who I talk to, by the way.
It's so honestly, I really appreciate you, giving me this opportunity to speak to you because, like, not only you were such an influential part of my childhood, but like, you're very wise. Like, you have a lot of, I've learned a lot from you just by speaking to you, and I know I just came to talk to you specifically about, Call of Duty Woods, which I mean, a lot of people want to speak to you about, but I really feel like I've got to know you as like James Burns, the man behind Woods, not this is Woods,
Hey, listen, but I gotta go. This was a great interview. Let's do it again, and maybe you come on my show and we'll talk more. Okay? Hey, dipshit, subscribe to Shamoon Reacts. Do it now.